Hello. Okay, let me switch the screen. Hi. Hello. Let's get started. So sorry about the lighting, maybe a little bit strange. My ring light is broken. Yeah, it's a cheap thing, and so it died recently. Actually, it's just like yeah. I think I need to get a new ring light. Maybe I'll get something more proper. I don't know, because it seems like this pandemic is not ending soon. So yeah, maybe I need to invest in a better light. Yeah, so this thing kind of lasts for half a year and it died. So that's the end of the story of my ring light. Okay. Yeah, so today we are playing with Django because like last week we have left off with something and I was like super impressed by Django so far. So I can have a quick recap of what we have done last week. That we have started yeah, so we have started with this tutorial. So this is part 2, I believe. Yeah, this is tutorial number 2. This is part 2. So yeah, we have go through a lot. So we have built the polling app with Django. So yeah, I can't like go through them all like step by step because you have to watch the video last week, which I have just uploaded. Sorry, I'm like super below on my schedule. Yeah, it's basically my bad. I have like really personal stuff that yeah. I know that like I don't want to make excuses, but yeah, I have some personal stuff last week. So yeah, so video will be there soon, very very soon, I promised. But yeah, but you so far you can watch it on Twitch, but it's uploaded on YouTube and it will be uploaded on Daft as well. Yeah, if you know me from Dav too. So, yeah, so we have left off last time here, I believe. So we were building the model for our polling app. That basically we have a SQL database. We're using MySQL, I believe, or SQLite, I forgot. But the default one for Django, which like I didn't set up any like you can do all this stuff, right? You can like follow the instructions and set up all these different database that you want to use. But I think yeah, we use SQLite, which is the default, I think. So yeah, so we have that, and then now we have to build a model, which basically is kind of a layer, a Django layer of how you can manipulate the queries. So we have these questioned and the choices there that we have built. So last time we have built the model, and so these are the fields in your table. So if you're familiar with SQL kind of database, then you know that everything is a table. So you have different fields. So you have different character fields and questions and choices. You can link them together. So there will be a key. So yeah, all this actually is equivalent to making queries, but you can do it with the Django model, which is a super cool feature that lets you basically you can use different databases as a backend, but you can use the same model. So yeah, so and I think it's like more neat and to build this model as well. Like well, when you're using Python, you don't want to write a string, which is a SQL query, and then do things there. So I think this is super cool. Yeah, so this is what we did last time. So we have created all this stuff. We have tried this. Yeah, so this is the query basically. So it translate to all this stuff. So you can see this is just SQL, right? And yeah, so but this is what is working behind the scene when you use the Django model. So and then after that we would have the yeah all this stuff. And then playing with the API. Yeah, so this is the shell. So we have tried this. I think this is where we end last time. So we have tried to create some questions, and we can basically. So the good thing about this model is that everything is a Python object. So this is actually what I'm attempting to do in my own Python client for Terminus DB. That I want to have a Python model that everything is an object. It's a Python object, and then you basically manipulating this object because all of these objects have a getter and setter of all these properties. But after that, when you save it, it will just run the query and then store it in your database, which is super cool. Like this is very good when you have to build an application. So when you're in the world of like everything is a Python object, you don't want to, like I said, create a string that start a query. This gives you so much flexibility and don't have to worry too much about the syntax of the SQL. So you can also have some like define function, just like if you have watched my talk somehow in talking about the secret functions, so you know that you can override all these default functions. So you have string, which like when you print out a question, it will just print out the question's tag instead of the common thing with the arrow bracket and saying it's a Python object at some memory address, things like that. So yeah, it can make more sense for human. Um, and also you can have some functions that help you with the query. So now like you can have a function called published recently that check whether something is published within 24 hours, and it would just like find out those instead of writing something in a query to check, which is super cool. Yeah, so all this stuff, I'm super impressed with all this model thing. We had a good play last week, so we just moved on and see what Django could offer us. So now we have the Django admin. So now we can go to the admin page. So like I said last week, this is super useful for example, you are the web engineer, you build this site, and but the content is managed by someone else that is not technical, then having an admin interface for them would be super good. Um, Also, like not just that, like for example, if you know, yeah, I think that that kind of fill in a lot of the things that we can't achieve with what I do normally with Jackal, which is a Ruby kind of framework that you have to work with the kind of the setting yourself, if that makes sense. Yeah, well, basically, well, you can have a theme, but you still have to have, people need to be comfortable pushing stuff on GitHub, comfortable writing Markdown, comfortable, you know, creating all these like kind of YAML file, which not everybody is. Um, so yeah, so this is good. So we'll give it a try right now. So we have these. So it is like generated by Django. So when you do the like make project, you need all this stuff. I forgot the command, but you can find it in the tutorial. Yeah, so you create all this stuff for you, and also the migration, all this stuff. So yeah, just check what we've done last time. So now we can do the manage the pie, create super user. So this is how you create a mean user. So let's go to our terminal, and by the way, I restarted my computer, so yeah, this may not work. So let me do that again. Yeah, so this is like our polling app, which is not really working at the moment. So let me open a terminal again. Yeah, we have to do it again. Yeah. Right. So yeah, Python manage. I think I'm in the right folder or not. I think I need to go to my site. Is it? Let me have a look. So my site, manage the pie. Yeah, it's in my site. So what I have to do is to not this. We have to go to my site first. So change directory, my site, and do this. Okay. So now I have to create a username. So I can use my name, which is Checking Ho. But I think the tutorials say that is admin because it's a super user. Well, I can be a super user, but I think I want a more generic name, so I would just use admin. An email address, so we can make a fake one. I think, yeah, admin@example.com is exactly the right email for our admin. Okay. Um, well, of course, like in real life, you may want to have a real person like Chuck Ting Ho and then have my own email address. But yeah, we're just doing this as an example, so that's okay. Password. Okay, so how about we have the most secure password in the world? 1234. Oh, not here. Yeah, 1234 is the most secure password in the world. So I hope it works. Yeah, one two. Oh, I typed it wrong. Yeah, sorry. I can't even type 1234. Oh my god. Okay. It's too short. Okay, 8 characters. Well, how about um ASDF1234? I think that's really good. Oops. Oh, I can bypass it. Okay. Yeah, I can use 1234. That's what I like. This is don't do it at home. This is like super insecure. Don't do anything like stupid like password or 1234 is your password. Like most hacker will definitely hack into your system without any try. Um, yeah, but this is an example. We're not putting it online, so it's fine. We're just having fun, is it? Okay. And now we can run the server again, and it will start the administration. And Yeah, so admin side is activated by default. So when we created it, if you remember, so when we created it, you have my site and inside it's this setting and stuff. But I think if you look into it, you will only see admin. Yeah, you have admin or this stuff, so it's there by default. So you don't have to do any things to make it work like the Poll app. So yeah, you can just run it like this. Yeah, but I think we have started it. So yeah, this is the poll. So this is what we added. But if we go back to the root, I think. Oh nope, that's not right. Oh, we have to go to admin. Yeah, admin stuff here, which yeah. Oh, it's not running. Yes, I've restarted it. How can I forget? Okay, let's run this command again. Yeah, because I forgot that I have restarted the computer, and yeah, it. I don't think it's working. So right. Yeah, it's running here. It's at 8,000. Let's click on it. And page not found because there's nothing at root yet. So we have set nothing at root, so that is completely correct. So we have to go to admin. So here, admin. Right, yeah, so now I can use my username, admin, and my password, 1234, to get in. Oops, 1234, come on. It's the most difficult password to type, to be honest. Yeah, everybody is saying that your password is horrible, okay. I got a warning saying, like, please change your password. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm just demonstrating what not to do, sorry. Yeah. Chrome is like saying that your password is horrible, please change it. It's fine. Um, Alright, so now we're in this page that we're in here. Yep, group and user. So, yeah, language code. Also, you have different languages as well. Well, which is very good if you design this website to be managed by someone who doesn't speak English, or this is a site that the main language is not English, then you can use something else, which I think is a very good feature. Um, Right. So logged in with the super user account that you created. Yeah, I'm already in there. Um, yeah, so I have some editable content which is defined by the auth. So I have group and users. Okay. So now, yeah, we can add the po app for the admin. So yeah, now I can add the questions. So admin can set the questions. That is good. So yep. So let's do what I am told. So import admin and then models import questions or admin. So you add the register question into your admin. Okay, so let's copy this and do it with our admin.py for our post. So yeah, let me close some of this. Sorry, I'm like a super messy person. I know this stuff that we have opened last time. I think I'll just start from scratch. That's much easier. Right, so here we have so let's go to our, not my site, but the post. And post inside should have its own admin. So now I can put stuff here, which I can delete this because this is just the same. And now we have, yeah, no questions. And then we just set the admin from the, so like we have admin from the contrib, and then we just want to set our questions into one of his things. So yeah. So I think for me, Django is most difficult when it's all this stuff that it's like intertwined together, and it's almost like learning something new that you have to learn, like, oh, what does all this like contribute and all this stuff. So this tutorial is really good to walk you through it. I think that again, practice make perfect. I think after this, I still will be like, oh, okay, so how do I do it now? I remember doing it, but I can't really remember. Just go back to the tutorial, or like just if you do it a million times, I know that like you'll become a Django expert and you would kind of know what all this component means. Um, yeah, so don't be put off by it. That's what I say. That's my experience and kind of like a note to myself. Right, now we should see the questions. Okay, let's see if it's there. Right, so let's refresh. Yep, now it's there. And I love that the change is like instant. You don't have to restart it, which is amazing. Okay, so now we have questions here. So what we can do now, yeah, is to add questions. Ooh, this is super cool. I really like this, like, yeah, I really like this. I can't express how much I'm impressed by Django, how easy it is, and like how neat everything is. So question text, I think we had the was up before, but I don't know why it's not showing here. Um, so click questions. Oh, maybe I clicked the plus instead of. Okay. So if I click questions, yeah, I should see that's what's up, and then I can delete it if I want to, but I can add new ones. I think, yeah. I will just follow the tutorial. Yeah, I can edit the WhatsApp if I want to. I can add new stuff. Um, yeah, generated from the model. Yes, I put down like so the field is actually limited by the character. So like if you can see if I do what exactly that the tutorial is doing, so if you click on it, yeah, you see all this field. For example, this is a text input, right? So it's because it's a character field. This is a date input, daytime input because it was set to daytime. So if you have another text input, then it will be like another text input. So all these stuff are actually dynamically tailored to yeah, to what your field is in your database. Um, so another automation that's done by Django, which is again super cool. So you can save, you can edit all this stuff that I think most people who had used a computer before will be familiar. So it's nothing super like technically challenging. Um, right. So change history. So you can change something, and there would be a log of the change. So let's do that. So what's new? I'll change it to what's up, like we tried to do last time. Save, and yeah. So now does it show it? So where does it show? So let's see. Um, history. Okay, so let's see if I can find the history in here. Um, poll questions. Where is it? Oh my god. Song change. The history in the upper right. Oh, there's okay. There's the upper right when you edit it. Okay. Sorry. Um, yeah, history. You see when you change it, all the stuff. Yep. Nice. So, so now we have done part two, which is using the model and having an admin to change the model. I think this is cool. So let's see what else. Um, yeah, so yeah, we have done all these things. I think this is kind of like, oh, no, this is what we are going to do today. Okay, so different type and the views. Okay, so yeah, let's have a look. Sorry, I tend to do things quite quickly because yeah, I just think that if I do it like everything in detail, this would take forever to finish because there's like a multi-part tutorial. And yeah, I just want to get through it hopefully today because yeah, I will explain why at the end. Okay, so view stuff pie. So now um, we need to add more views. So there's the detail, results, and votes. So we'll see what they mean in a bit, but let's do what we have been told. Pose, views, so we're in pose and views. So far we have only index, so this is only the index. That basically is just a text saying hello world. But if we add more stuff, then we have the details, results, and votes. So I think it created 3 more pages. That's what I guess. And this will show different responses and yeah. So and then of course we have to add all these views in the URL. So I think views actually means a page. Yeah, that's what I get. So let's add all these page views into URL. So and I'll just copy it and go to URL and add them. So yeah, so I'm just adding them here. I think no. Oh, so okay, I'm expanding this thing, so I think I can delete this. So yeah, so now except index, we do have details, result, and vote. Okay, cool stuff. And also there are different paths, right? So the post will be our index, and now that we would have a question ID, and it will go to that questions, I guess, and result and vote will be the questions, result, and vote. So this is how you set your path. So it could be dynamic as well. So question ID will be the variable, I guess. So it's an integer. Yeah, right. So let's go here and then, yeah, so they explain what I just said. So it will be like question 34 and show the result or the vote. Do we have 34 questions? That would be super difficult to make up. But yeah, so details will be showing the question here. Right, so I have to switch off my fan. Feeling cold now, starting to feel cold. Okay, so right view that actually do something. And okay, so now in the views, we would actually change up the index. So instead of just showing the text, which basically do nothing, we want it to do something. So we want this to be, yeah, so be the new index. So we just copy this and update the function. I think that's better. So do we have to import all this as well? Maybe we already have it. Let's have a look. So oh, we don't have questions. So yeah, we'll add them in. So let's update this first. Yep. So now we can do something. So we call a question. So that's why we have to import the question. So let's import it as well. So now everything is more interactive than before, which is a good thing. So let me save it. So yeah, we have the question object, and then we order by the plop date. Okay, and we only show the last five of them. I know the first five of them. So it's so I think it's ordered by minus pop date, which is like the nearest to the to the oldest. So it's in reverse order, and then you show the first five, so the latest five questions. So you do a output that is using a comma to join them. So I think this is just dressing up the text. So you have question, comma, question, question. Yeah. So it will be showing that in that order, I think, right? So right, and then we have a template. So okay, now we are creating templates now. So yeah, you see, again, I think we have seen this last time a little bit. So this is very similar to liquid text, but this is actually Ginger, I think. And you can generate an HTML, but inside. So it's an HTML template. So it's not an exactly HTML. You can really run it in your browser, but when Django render the page, it will see all this text and then execute all this text as code, you may say, and then generate a proper HTML page that can be used by your browser. So let's create this index.html. I think we do have one. We just have to update it. So let's go to the templates. We do have them, right? Where is it? Oh, maybe it's in my site. Yeah, I do believe it's in my site. Nope, it's not. Oh, we haven't created yet. Maybe we haven't created it yet. So post template post, or maybe I'm overlooking it. So yeah, yeah, we don't have it. So we have to create a new folder called template. So yeah, rename template, and then go inside template. We would create a new text file. Create it, and this will be index.html. So okay, and save. So, oops, not that, sorry. Okay. Yeah, so we have created a template, and yeah. So index. Yeah, like it's just saying that you may get away from putting index there, but um, yeah, but it's better to put it in templates. So yeah, right. So now we have it, and so we have to use the template because we want to show it, inside the page. So inside here, that is the view.py. So we already have those, but what is the difference? So I'll just copy it and then like compare what's the difference. Oh, I think it's the template.loader, is it? So there's something that is changed. So let's have a look. So yeah, I'll just put it like below so we can see the difference. Yeah, so this one, if we look at it, it will just like show, okay, so how about that? Like, I really want to, yeah. Okay, so I would just like have a look at this first and then we'll see the difference. So, if we go back to our server, and this time we go to pose, I hope it works. Yeah, it just show the question, right? If you have multiple, you just have a comma. So for example, if I add a new question, how are you? Okay, dates today. Yeah, just today, time now, and save. Okay, so like now if we have multiple questions, then if we go to pose, yeah, we'll have two questions just separate by comma. This is just plain text. It's not a good website, right? If you see a website like this, it's like it's an error page. So yeah, so that's why we need a template, and I'll show you what the template does. We are already halfway into it. We just have to add that in the view. So let's do that now. Right. So now instead of just using the output as the HTML response, we would create a template. We have to load that in uh, from the imported from template. So yeah, so come here and import that. Right. So yeah, so now we can have the get template, and then we would have this HTML. And the thing is, like, for the context, we would be using the latest question list. So this is a dictionary saying that the latest question list is this list that we have created. And then instead of just sending outputs as a response, we would have a template render. So if we look at the template that we have created here, that you see that, yeah, we have the latest question list here. So this one will be replaced by the list. So we can make use of the content that we generated in Python and then put it in the template here. So when Django create HTML, it will get this list, put it here, and then run all this like kind of liquid tag. Like, I won't call it liquid tag because it's not exactly liquid tag, but it's like tag code. So it will run all this kind of semi-code and then use the thing that you have in Python and then generate this thing. And so when you look at the products, the real index.html, it will be a normal HTML page, but it's because Django take this template and do all this heavy lifting for you. So now if we go to pose, refresh, and it's not exist. We haven't done it yet, sorry. I think, yeah, we have to do something like to add them in. So render. Yeah, we haven't added the render. So yeah, so now render, we have the context as well. Okay, so sorry, I'm like jumping ahead of myself. Yeah, so we don't have the template yet. So let's have a look. Yeah, so we have the post index.html. We have to add this one. So now in the post.view.py, we would change this. Oh, this is a shortcut. Wait a second. So what have I done wrong? Pass it a context. Maybe I have to run it again. Browser post. You see a bullet. What's wrong? Did I forget something? So debugging. Right. Try to load this template in this order. Trace back. Get template. Maybe template does not exist. I put, oh, so it's post index.html. Maybe it needs to be in template because we put it in template. So let's fix that. So yeah, right. So let's try that again. Nope, it doesn't get it. So index.html. What have I done wrong? Why it says that I don't have it? Maybe I have to restart it. So okay, so let's restart the server. Where is my terminal? Okay, so quit and start again. And yep, page not found. Pose. Nope, it still does not work. Okay, so I will have a better look at this. So we have created a template, and oh yeah, they put it in index, so it's not in template. Sorry. Yeah, because they said that you can. Oh, so templates post index. Okay, so I have to put index in post. So maybe that's the problem. Yeah, I didn't put it in post. So yeah, the namespace is very important in Django. You can learn from my mistake. Um, yeah, so inside template you have to have pose as well because otherwise Django won't see it. Okay, pose, and then now I can move it in it, move it in pose, now pose, and then we have okay. So this time it should work. So because when you look at the view, so I think yeah here is already like in templates. It will look for pose and index.html. Of course you can have just index.html, but I think they want to have a separate index for the whole site, so that's why they put it separately. Right, so this time it should work. Let's see. Nope. Why? Template load focal variable. I still don't get it. Let's restart the thing, okay? Maybe that's why. Okay. Right, what else I've done wrong? Django, no get data. Local vars in get template. So template is still said that my template does not exist. So let's have a look. So it's in post, template, post, templates, post. Did I put the name right? Yeah, templates, sorry. It's killing me. For someone like me that is like not very good with names and details, this is killing me. Okay, 3 times the charm, and still does not work. They spelled it wrong. Right. Okay, this something. It's something. So it doesn't show me the error anymore, but there's nothing there. Right. So what's going on now? So latest questions, question ID. So we have done that, and then latest question, template called post, index.html, and yeah, templates and post, index.html. Pass it to context. Then we have post here, but that is not showing anything, which is weird. Yeah, so this is a shortcut. This is exactly what we've done, but just kind of shortcutting it by just putting the index render instead of just like HTTP response. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing anything though. This is super weird. You see a bullet list because it's questions. Maybe I didn't set the questions very correctly. Yeah, I'm struggling now. If anybody see any like mistake that I made, please let me know because I have no idea why it doesn't work. So index is like this, then this one is here. So this path are correct. It's just that it's not showing. So I rendered question list. That's very strange. Yeah, maybe some caches of very weird stuff is going on here. I don't know. Get. So give me a 200, which is good. But it's not showing here. So it's like either it's like missing the list or something. Okay, so let's do some debugging. So what I gotta do? Oh, all right. So I have 2 indexes here. Oh, so maybe that's why. Yeah, sorry. I am messing it up, I think. Okay, so Right. Okay. So this is the one that we want. We have the loader with everything, but yeah, I think the thing that maybe I don't have a so I just put out the list to see if it works, or maybe okay. So what I gotta do is I gotta go back to what it was and see if it works. Yeah, so it works when it's not using the template. So there's something wrong with the template here. Very strange. Okay, so I do have the list. So all these are fine except the context is not rendering correctly in the template. So let me delete this, or let me just comment it out. Saved it. Start from ground zero. Do it again and refresh. Still nothing there. I do have these index.html, but it's not doing anything. That's super weird. Yeah, I know. I want to see the source of this. Okay, so inspect elements. No, we want to view source to see what's in here. There's nothing in here. Yeah, basically it's a blank page. That is so weird. Why? It doesn't render the index.html. Maybe I've done it wrong. Okay. In that template, that was the template there, is it? Huh. Template setting describe how we load the render template. And okay, and a directory compose and then create that word. Yeah, I've done this. And but the funny thing is that in this template, it doesn't have any body and stuff like that, which is weird. Put the following code in that template. Okay, so it's an incomplete HTML, so yeah, so you need to have the body and stuff. So but I thought that it would work if they put it in the tutorial, in that template. And then hard coded in a view, yeah. It doesn't say that you have to create a yeah, it doesn't say that you have to create a full HTML file though. Yeah, but it said that in your own project you should use a complete template. That is so weird. So what I gotta do is I gotta try adding the header and stuff. So hopefully that will work. So I'll put this in here and right, and I'll put this in the body. Okay. And right, so let's hope that this will work now. Nope. So what's going on? Yeah, I think I'm missing something here. I don't know what it is. Um, so I've put it in views and URLs. I've put that in URL. Builds index, name index, and so loader, so load the template, and yeah. So okay, I'll go further back. I don't know what I'm missing. So maybe here, the path view index, I've done that. So let's check urls.py. No, this is correct. So I have the index, and then I'm not running the other thing. I'm just running the index. So in the index, so this one, it works for me before. And now when I use the template, it's, so, yeah, I have no idea why it does not work. Okay, so what I'm gonna to do is that I'm gonna close it, leave the site, and come here, index.html. Oops, yeah, so there's nothing there, but can I edit it? Edit. Okay, so there's nothing in there. I think it's because I moved the file, so it basically, so yeah. So basically, yeah, that file, yeah, so it's just created an empty file for me. Okay, so mystery solved, hopefully. Yeah, now it works, sorry. It's nothing wrong with Django, it's just Jupyter Notebook, when I moved the file, it just created an empty file for me, and all the change that I've made in the text editor is not populating back, so that's why there's nothing. But if you look at the source now that we have this, I think modern browsers are smart enough that if it's not a complete HTML file, it will just add the header and stuff for you, but this is still ugly, but it works. Question one, question two, okay. Okay, so it works. Sorry, yeah, it's just my Jupyter Notebook trolling on me. Sorry, I have to sit through all my struggle, but that's life. You're seeing it real. That's why you like looking at like live stream and people struggling. Yeah. So Jupyter Notebook user, when you move a file, open it again. That's the lesson for today. Okay. So 404 error. So if you go to a so 404 usually is a page that, in case you don't know, that you go to a invalid URL that doesn't exist. Usually there will be a 404 page, means that that page doesn't exist. And some people getting very creative with the 404 page. For example, in my page, you can go to my website and try. So it's check.dev and put in some crazy subpath. You'll see a dancing bear saying you can't find the page. Yeah, so you can create that with Django as well. So let's let's play with it. So detail, then we can do so we update details in here. And of course we have import 404, we'll do it in a bit. So in detail, we'll do a try, whether we can do the thing. If the question doesn't exist, we'll raise. So yeah, if this does not exist, it will raise the 404. Otherwise, just do things as normal. So let's go to details and update it. So this time, instead of just doing, return this, we do a try to see if the question we can get it. If not, then yeah, 404. So let's import the 404 as well. And yeah, just copy this and put it in the render here. Yeah, I don't know, like all these things they have. I think they have a way of ordering them, but I don't care too much here, so it's a bit messy. Mm. Okay, now we have the template. We can delete this. Right. Okay, so now we can. So we create another view. Sorry, template for details. So we just show the questions. Okay, so copied, and then our post need to have a detail.html. Okay, so come here, post. We need a new one, new text file. So it will just show the question, nothing fancy. This is detail.html, save. And now we have two templates. And then, so yeah, this is another way of writing what we have just done. Again, instead of using a try and accept, you can just use render. So yeah, here that you just get object 044. So this method is from shortcuts, like the render. So you can use this to, so it will take the question and then it will either get the object or it knows that I have to raise. So basically it's squeezing this into just a method, which is cool. Okay, so yeah, use template system. So I think we can test it out, right? So Right. So, okay, so now like it's more sophisticated, but before that, let's give it a go. So let's run it. So yeah, this is question 2. Why? Oh, why I don't have the details? um, Again, what's going on? Did I save it properly? Question. Did I get the object properly? Oh my god, I feel like I'm in rabbit hole. So question equals to question object to get. Question ID. So yeah, I should get something. Details, HTML. I need to double check whether it exists. Yeah, I think the thing is like this HTML thing is super weird. And it's just, okay, leave. Yeah, I think because it's an HTML, it's just a bit crazy. Okay, how are you? So this is a question. Okay, that's fine. We have question 2, we have question 1. What's up? How about question 3, which does not exist? We will have a 404. Question does not exist. Right. So yeah, we don't actually have a proper 404 page. You just say that question does not exist. But yeah. First, we just move on and we'll make the detail page more sophisticated. So let's go back to edit the details. And instead of just question, we will have header question.text and then all the choices. Well, we don't have the choices for question 2, but we have some for question 1, I think. So let's go back to question 1. It's not updated yet, is it? Nope. Okay. Yeah, so there's like 2 choices. Remember, we've done it last week. What's up? There's not much. The sky, like all these weird choices. I think for question 2 there won't be any. So let's check it out. Yeah, it's just the title there. Okay. Right. Removing hard code .html in template. So, yeah, so this is in the index HTML. So, okay, so the link is like, oh, we just paste it together. So it's kind of like called hard coding. So it's not very nice. What we can do is to do this, which I don't think make a very big difference. It's just nicer. Instead of just putting a poll in this. Um, yeah, but you can totally do this. Sorry, I'm just rushing through it because I want to tie it up for today. Name value, and then you can set it up at URL module. You can set it up like this. That. So I will just update it a little bit. So instead of this, okay, I will just put this as our URL, and then we need to have the URL rendered dynamically. So yeah, so here instead of this, I'll put this here, another tag, and then here we have to yeah, so we need the name value called by the URL. So we need to add this in the URL of post. Yeah, so in the URL of post, so let's come here, post URL. You see that here for the index. So I'll just put it here so you can see. So yeah, we also give a question ID to the because now we are using the question ID, so we need to give the question ID to it. So I think, and there's the detail. Right. Name details. This is not very clear. So I have updated that. Yep, I've updated that. So it become challenging to change. It's fine. So okay, we'll look up the URLs module. Okay, so I don't think I have to update it because it's just said that it will work. So yeah, let's see if that works. I doubt it. I'm not so sure. Okay, it will still work. Yeah, I just said that you don't have to hard code it because it will just pull in the thing from URLs, just like we did before. I think why you are still here? Okay, right. Yeah. Okay. Right. So namespace URL names. Yeah. So this is so what are we updating now? Just one app. So okay, so now we have just one app, but we can have multiple apps. So I think now we are fixing all the URLs in the configuration. So here in the URLs, so we can do this instead. Okay. So here, let me have a look. Yeah. Well, it's the same, is it? We already done it. Yeah, it's just showing us the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. Um, but the difference is that adding the app names equal to po, and then where do we use it? App name. Yeah, maybe we'll use it later. So okay, add this here. So we have the app name here, and then um, yeah. Okay, we'll see it in a bit. I don't know what's the difference. All right. I don't know what's the difference, but we'll see. Um, so in the index.html here, that I've already changed it. Question text. Um, yeah, detail question ID. So yep, I've already changed it. Nothing new here. And then point at this namespace. Okay, so I have to do post details. So this is the change that we have to make. All right. Oh my God, I'm like photo hunting. So what's the difference? What we haven't done? Okay. So yeah, so that's it. And then there will be part four. I think I have to stop here. I can't really rush through part four within a few minutes. So thank you so much for the part two of Django. So I would actually need to take a holiday. I'll be off since next Sunday and then for a week, and then I'll be back. So I have to pause 2 Sundays for streaming. After I'm back, I'll continue this Django journey. So yeah, I may actually do something more reading. So yeah, I just need to take a break. I need to take a holiday. Sorry, I know that like my streaming schedule has been like shrinking down a lot. I don't have so much time, but I've just been a lot of busy like things going on with the conference and stuff, and also I have some personal challenge that I'm facing at the moment. So I need to take a break. Sorry about that. And also, London is not getting anything better at the moment. So yeah, I need to take a break, and hopefully things will get better when I come back. And and yeah, thank you so much for still being here with me. Sorry, I haven't been uploading the thing as fast as before. I'm doing it like real soon. Yeah, I hope you stay safe and going through this time positively. I know that it's difficult for everybody at the moment, but let's hope for the best, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.